What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is July the 29th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over from the hot movers and where big money is gravitating towards today. Before I get into any of that, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. And sorry for my raspy voice. It's clearly about to get sick, so my apologies on that. Starting off with data points. Nothing really coming out today nor tomorrow, so it's going to be more technicals as well as companies unveiling their earnings. And over the next couple days, or actually in fact the whole week, it is going to be a crazy roller coaster. So this morning you have good old McDonald's, Tilray, after Sofi, PayPal, a lot of big names in the first part of the week. So definitely that will cause a lot of volatility. You do see the fear and greed index starting to creep back into the neutral category. So that does mean that people's appetite for risk is slowly increasing, and that is very apparent based on everything that I'm going to be showing you. Starting off with Sofi. They are up kind of 0.94%, piggybacking off of the broader market. What I will do is I'll give you guys a quick overview. So you can kind of see NASDAQ is up 0.87%, S&P 0.64%, just recently broke out right here. So yeah, I think in general, this should be a very good day. But nonetheless, SoFi is piggybacking off of that. No actual news, no SEC filings specific to SoFi. They do have their earnings tomorrow before the market does open. And so, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what that does come or what that brings. Usually what does happen is there's a full level of FOMO kicking in for SoFi. So you might have that push relatively high today. So right now, 17.01% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 176.59 million shares. So if their earnings is negative tomorrow, then anticipate shorts to really double down. I don't really feel like shorts are going to do all that much today. It'd be kind of stupid for them to do so, but we'll just again have to wait and see. Right now, pre-market is at 750, and just to kind of give you an overview, R2 is 750, so that's going to be that strong pivot point for SoFi. So definitely watch for that to break above ideally, and then $7.21 will be that next strong support. And aside from 750, $7.97 is going to be the second level for that resistance / target. Moving on, Beamr Imaging is up 15.26% because of this news right here. So Beamr optimizes high quality video on Oracle Cloud infrastructure using NVDA accelerated computing. So yeah, I think in general that is good. Is that justified for a 15% increase? I'm sure there's a certain level of market just pushing it higher, so market momentum as well. But at the same time, it's somewhat heavily shorted if you want to take that into consideration. 6.02% of the free float is being shorted, and that works out to be 383,000 shares overall are being shorted. I remember this company actually being on my top 5 most heavily shorted stock list before, because you can kind of see in the past it has been very heavily shorted. As of late, shorts have been returning some of their shares, so I don't know if their day-to-day operation has just been improving or not. Right now with it at 538, it is trading between this pivot and this R1, so just watch for 532 to hold. If not, then it'll trade between this S1 and the pivot. I do not anticipate this S1 to be touched whatsoever today or this whole week. Of course, Powell is coming out on Wednesday, so that no doubtably is going to cause a lot of volatility, but I don't really anticipate that to be touched. If anything, it might orient more to the upside. So regardless, just watch for that pivot point to hold. Moving on, Trump really did kind of hype up Bitcoin. So as a byproduct, a lot of the miners are up, so it is up 4.54%. No specific news associated to Marathon this morning. It is heavily shorted, so 25.58% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 69.02 million shares overall are being shorted. Shorts haven't been doing all that much. They've been lingering around, as you can kind of see, so no real crazy movement over this last 6 months though. Shorts have really doubled down, went from around 15 to now 25% short interest. If you're looking at trading Marathon though, with it at 22.56, it is right below this R2. So 22.58 will be a strong pivot for Marathon today, so just watch for it to kind of break above that. In my opinion, I don't see this R1 being touched today, nor this R3. So it's just going to be flirting with this R2. And in my opinion, it's going to push above that into this R2 to the R3, merely because of positive momentum in the market for the following couple days. So I think in general, that might be a good thing. Moving on, Cognition Therapeutics, it is down 1.27% based off of this. So I think the market's trying to digest this. As I've stated in the past, biotechs are not my forte, so this kind of goes over my head. But clearly the market doesn't really understand or is trying to digest this, because it was positive roughly around 3% this morning, and now it's negative. So I think people are still trying to kind of figure out what exactly does this mean. So right now they've determined it's not that great, but it's not heavily shorted, so I'm not really going to bring that up whatsoever. But it is down 3.8% now. So with it at $2.27, it is trading between this R1 and this R2. So 223 will be a strong support, and you'll want to watch for that to hold. If not, it could potentially trend down. Again, biotechs are not my forte, so I'm not really sure to what degree that news is important. So kind of just research that accordingly. But based on the technicals, clearly it is going to be flirting with this R1. In my opinion, based on everything, it probably will bounce off that and kind of trade within this range, or at least flirt with it. But again, anything could happen with biotechs, very volatile. And like I said, it was actually up this morning. So I don't know if that's more of a kind of, I don't know, a seesaw kind of event, but it's not heavily shorted, so it's not a lot of manipulation. And finally, SERV Robotics, it is up 4.16%. This is another unique stock that very rarely puts out any news. What really got it on the map is because of NVDA investing in it. So there was a 13G that came out pretty much right here, and that's what kickstarted all of this. So I think a lot of people have been very doubtful about this and have been shorting it, and they've been losing quite a lot. As of late, though, shorts did return quite a lot as of right here. So it is on the threshold list. So that's a clear indication that there is a lot of naked shorting apparent. But it did run up to roughly around a 22.83% short interest. Right now it's sitting at 1884. So that means that shorts did kind of bite the bullet, took the loss, because yeah, sometimes even though a stock isn't putting out news to justify a uptrend, just market manipulation, and this shows the power of what happens when big money wants to really propel a stock higher. So this is the pure definition of a momentum play. So do I feel that this is justified to be up this high? No. Would I be dumb enough to short it? No, because at the same time, you could lose your shit. My apologies on the French. But yeah, if it gets to roughly the $25 mark, so the all-time high, then yeah, I could see shorts really doubling the hell down at that stage. But right now with it at $13.70, it is trading between this R2 and this R3. So $13.45 will be a strong support. $14.95 will be the next strong target / resistance. So in my opinion, in the next couple of days, again, given the market momentum, I feel like this R3 will be touched. But like I said, it's kind of hard to really take a lot of this with a grain of salt because momentum plays just their own beast. They do whatever the hell they want. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. One final thing I just wanted to share with you. Take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.